what are we doing here? All of this means nothing. All of this is pointless. You know?
Is that an exact example of something that would make you
No, this is an exact example. This is something that would get stuck in my head because I didn't know with ADHD, like that I was hyper focusing on this thing. So in the same way that I could hyper focus on, learning about, I don't know, a discipline, industrial design or artificial intelligence, I would just, you know what I'm talking about with that. I'd get hyper focused and then I'd learn everything about it and I'd read every book and I'd talk to every person I could and I would watch everything and all of a sudden, in like 3 months you'd meet me and I'd go like, yep, I've read that book, I've read that book, I've read that book, and I'm obsessed with this thing. And then one day it just disappears. Now that's fine for like learning, let's say, but it would be terrible for an idea of like sadness or an idea of feeling like life is going nowhere or...
It can't be good for being famous. It's like the worst thing for being famous because you have constant like meaningless feedback and the brain is trying to interpret a lot of it.
Exactly.
If you get one of those things stuck in your head, gosh.
Yeah. And then mine also, like, it depends on, some people have it, some don't, but like pattern recognition, people with ADHD generally can be very good with pattern recognition.
Probably why they're good comedians.
And so what happens then, unfortunately, is you can also start to see the patterns in life that can make life seem meaningless. But once I got my ADHD diagnosis and once I understood what was happening, I really did start to see it as a lens. And anytime I find myself in those moments now, because I don't take medication, I took medication like once or twice. I was like, it didn't help me in my comedy. I actually need to be erratic and unfocused when I'm doing comedy. And I'm lucky that I live a life where I don't have to be in an office at a time and do a thing in a certain way. And, but in coping or in like learning how to deal with it, I've learned just about like that lens, and I'll talk to myself. I go, there's me and there's the observer. Like I'm the observer of my thoughts. I'm not the thoughts. And then I'll talk to myself. So I'll be like, man, you do this tomorrow. And then the next day, and then life is me. Then I go like, it is meaningless unless you zoom in. And then if you zoom in a little bit more, all of a sudden, wow, it's almost like the most meaningful thing. This conversation with this person is the most meaningful conversation you will ever have in your life. This is it. This is everything that it is. This hug that you're getting from your friend is the most important thing you will ever experience. This meal that you're having, just taste these ingredients. What is taste? Feel it on your taste buds and